Shalom. This segment of this channel is devoted to testimonies from our mishpacha family and others. Do you have a story that you would like to share? Just email me at thischannelwithken@yahoo.com and we will start the journey telling your personal testimony. Now, let's enjoy this testimony.
Shalom mishpacha. I'm Kelly, and this is my story. I was raised in a Catholic church, and after my mother remarried, we were no longer able to attend. We became Anglican, but I was never really comfortable with it. When I was 16, I asked my older sister Kathy to go with me and a friend, an acquaintance actually, on a trip to town. We lived in the country and didn't get out much, so we were excited to go. Kathy accepted the invite, and off we went. Unfortunately, we were involved in a very serious car accident that left Kathy in a coma and hospitalized for a year and a half. I was hospitalized for 2 months myself. Kathy currently lives in the past and is a paraplegic. Tragedy hit my family hard at this same time, as my stepdad was also diagnosed with cancer. My mother was and still is an alcoholic. She blames me for what happened to Kathy, and she doesn't even want to see me. I don't feel like I even have a mother. Even so, I continue to pray for her in all hope that she will have a change of heart and not blame me for what happened to Kathy. When I was 24, a friend recommended me to a church that was United Pentecostal. I visited there, and when I walked in the door of the church, I got goosebumps all over my body and couldn't stop crying. This is the church where I found Yeshua. Later, I was baptized, immersed in a tub in the church. I didn't know it at the time of my baptism that I was 4 months pregnant, and I was about 15 pounds over my normal weight, so I felt really heavy. When I was immersed and they lifted me out of the water, I felt so light that I thought I was going to fly across the room. I had never experienced anything like this in my entire life. It was one of the most wonderful feelings I had ever had. I continued to go to this church and was growing in faith and was able to help others with any questions they had. It seemed that every opportunity I would have my copy of the scriptures and I would open it, and there seemed to be the answer that was needed right there. But as I continued to grow spiritually, a very bad thing happened. I caught my friend sleeping with my significant other that I had a relationship with for 2 years. I went to the pastor's wife to talk about this, and she told me she already knew what was going on. Well, I was devastated. How could she know and not tell me? I came to find out that the entire congregation knew, and not one of them came to me. The father of my children was mentally and physically abusive. One night we had an argument, and he was coming at me to hit me like before, and I rebuked him in the name of Jesus. Yeshua intervened, and he went flying backwards into his seat. He seemed scared by the incident and left me alone. I ended the relationship with him, and I also stopped going to that church and started searching for another place to worship, but never felt right about any church that I attended. I just kept praying privately, and then years later, I found Alan Horvath's channel, or Yahweh brought me to Alan. Now I finally feel a true loving relationship with a mishpacha family that I had been seeking throughout my life.
Now, I would like to share some pictures of my personal family with my mishpacha family. This is a picture of my grandson, Rowan. He is 2. These are my fur babies, my cat and my dog. This is my grandson, Xavier. He is 13. Next is a picture of my eldest sister, Monique. And now a picture of my daughter, Kayla. Last but not least is my son, Cody. Thank you for listening to my testimony. I'm so full of kavod to be a part of this mishpacha. Ahav and Shalom to you all. Thank you for your testimony, and thank you for tuning in. Shalom, my friends.